Are your legs feeling weaker, shakier, or more fatigued than they used to? Finding it harder to climb stairs or stand for extended periods? Here's a surprising truth. Weak legs aren't just a normal part of aging, they're actually a warning sign. Your body may be losing strength, circulation, or even key nutrients. And if you ignore these signals, things can take a serious turn, leading to dangerous falls, a loss of independence, or even life-threatening issues. But there's good news. Once you understand the hidden reasons behind leg weakness, you can take simple, effective steps to rebuild strength and walk with confidence again. Let's break down the 5 biggest reasons your legs might be getting weaker and how to fix them before it's too late. This video is for educational purposes only and is not intended as medical advice. Reason number 5, muscle loss, sarcopenia. As we age, our muscles naturally begin to shrink, a condition known as sarcopenia. This gradual loss of muscle starts as early as your 30s, but after age 60, it speeds up dramatically. Without taking action, you could lose up to 30% of your muscle mass by the time you reach your 80s. This gradual muscle loss weakens your legs, making everyday tasks like rising from a chair, walking longer distances, or climbing stairs feel more challenging. Signs of sarcopenia include thinner thighs and calves, a heavy sensation in your legs, and fatigue even after a short walk. The best part? You can slow down, or even reverse, this process with simple strength-building exercises added to your daily routine. Chair squats, leg lifts, and resistance band workouts can help rebuild lost muscle. Protein is also key. Include lean meats, eggs, fish, dairy, nuts, and legumes to support muscle repair. And don't overlook the power of movement. Even 10 to 15 minutes of walking each day can keep your leg muscles active and strong. Number 4, poor circulation, peripheral artery disease. Do your legs ever feel cold, numb, or cramp up when you walk? This may point to poor circulation, often due to plaque buildup in the arteries. It's a condition called peripheral artery disease, or PAD. When blood can't flow freely to your legs, they become weak, tired, and more likely to cramp. In more serious cases, poor circulation can slow healing and lead to infections. If your legs feel heavy or tingly after standing for a while, or you notice calf pain that eases when you sit down, your circulation might be impaired. To improve blood flow, aim for daily walks, even if it's just around your home. Staying hydrated is also essential. Drink plenty of water and cut back on salt to help reduce swelling. Warm foot soaks, gentle massages, and elevating your legs can also improve circulation. If your symptoms continue, talk to your doctor. Untreated PAD can raise your risk of heart disease and stroke. Number 3, nerve damage, peripheral neuropathy. Do your legs or feet feel tingly, numb, or like they're burning? Maybe it feels like you're walking on a sponge. These are classic signs of nerve damage or peripheral neuropathy, a condition that affects nearly 1 in 3 older adults, especially those with diabetes or vitamin deficiencies. High blood sugar slowly damages nerves over time. At the same time, low levels of vitamin B12, crucial for nerve health, can also weaken the legs. The longer neuropathy goes untreated, the more it can progress, leading to poor balance and a higher risk of falls. To protect your nerves, regularly monitor your blood sugar. Eat a diet rich in B12, with foods like eggs, dairy, and leafy greens. Also, limit alcohol, which can make nerve damage worse. Gentle massages for the legs and feet can improve nerve function and help ease discomfort. If you're dealing with ongoing numbness, don't ignore it. See your doctor for testing and the right treatment. Number 2, spinal problems, sciatica and herniated disc. What many people don't realize is that the lower back plays a major role in leg strength. If you have a herniated disc, spinal stenosis, or even long-term poor posture, it can compress the nerves in your spine, leading to leg weakness, pain, or even sudden buckling. Signs that your leg weakness may be spine-related include pain starting in the lower back and traveling down one or both legs, numbness in your feet, or feeling like one leg is noticeably weaker than the other. If this sounds familiar, try light back stretches, like the knee to chest pose, or seated spinal twists. Avoid sitting for too long, as it adds pressure to your lower spine. If you have to sit for extended periods, use a lumbar support cushion, and be sure to stand up and move around every 30 minutes. A healthy spine is crucial for strong, steady legs. Reason number 1. Electrolyte imbalance, magnesium and potassium deficiency. Have you ever been jolted awake by a sudden leg cramp at night, or had your legs suddenly feel shaky or weak without warning? These could be signs that your body is running low on essential minerals, like magnesium and potassium, both of which are vital for healthy muscle function. Low potassium can trigger muscle spasms, weakness, and irregular heartbeats. Meanwhile, a magnesium deficiency can cause twitching, fatigue, or even anxiety. These imbalances are often caused by dehydration, certain medications like diuretics, or simply not getting enough mineral-rich foods. To help restore balance, add more potassium-packed foods to your meals. Bananas, oranges, spinach, and avocados are all excellent choices. For magnesium, include foods like almonds, dark chocolate, whole grains, and beans in your diet. And don't forget to stay well hydrated. Dehydration can make these deficiencies even worse. If you often deal with leg cramps, try soaking in a warm Epsom salt bath before bed. The magnesium from the salts can be absorbed through your skin, helping to relax muscles and prevent nighttime cramps. Take action today. Weak legs aren't just a minor annoyance, they're a clear signal that your body needs support. If you've been feeling discouraged, you're not alone. But your body still has the power to regain strength and balance. Whether it's due to muscle loss, poor circulation, nerve damage, spinal problems, or a mineral imbalance, there are simple and natural ways to rebuild strength. Start now. Move your body daily. Even 5 minutes can make a real difference. Add more protein and nutrient-dense foods to help rebuild muscle. Drink more water and keep your minerals balanced to avoid weakness. Pay attention to your posture and spine health to prevent nerve-related issues. And take a walk every day to boost circulation and fight leg fatigue. Quick recap: 5. Muscle loss. 4. Poor circulation. 3. Nerve damage. 2. Spinal problems. 1. Electrolyte imbalance. Don't wait until it's too late. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and share it with someone who needs stronger, healthier legs. And drop a comment below. Which of these causes surprised you the most?